If you have ever gone through any sort of abusive relationship, it can be really hard to get out of that situation when you are in it. I know a lot of people don't understand why you don't just leave, but it's the psychological abuse and the psychological torture that you are in and the trauma bond that you have built with that other person. After being out of abusive relationships now for almost 2 years, I am finally starting to figure out who I am as a person. But not only that, this year was really hard for me because I have talked about it in multiple videos that I felt like I just didn't have any motivation to do anything, and I couldn't understand why. I thought that I was just not interested in doing my job anymore, that I just didn't have passion about it, that I just didn't care. And so I was feeling really bad about myself because I do care about my job and I care about my clients. So I was like, why do I not feel motivated to get up to do anything? And so I started looking into recovering from narcissistic abuse, recovering from verbal abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse. And in learning about all of those things, they tell you that your body also goes through a detox period where you feel drained, you have no energy to do anything at all. And this last year, that's what it's been like for me all year long. I have not had any energy. No matter how much I sleep, I just can't get up to do anything. And as shameful as it is to say out loud, I put a lot of pressure on myself because, number one, I have kids I have to take care of. Number two, I have this business I have to take care of. Number three, I can't just not work because I have a family that I have to afford to buy groceries for, pay rent, all that other stuff. So I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, telling myself, why don't you just get up and do it? What's wrong with me? Why can't I just get up? I was feeling bad about feeling like I'm letting down people, feeling like I'm letting down myself because I worked so hard to create this business, and then to feel like I don't care if it's here or if it's not was a harsh reality. But then it's I do care because I'm getting up and I'm doing the things that I need to do in order to survive. But because my body has been in fight or flight for so long, and I've been living in survival mode for so long, I'm sorry, it's just so hard to talk about because I've literally lived in survival mode since I was 8 years old, and it's so fucking traumatic that my body is just tired. I'm riddled with tension and pain in my body, and I just want it to go away. I just want it all to go away. And I keep wondering, how much more of this am I going to have to endure for my body to go back to normal? But then it's I don't even remember what normal feels like because I've been stuck in survival mode for so long. I would not wish this torture on anyone. And this has nothing to do with not being thankful for what I have, because I am thankful for everything I have, and I'm thankful for everything that I've, overcome in my life. The drug abuse, the psychological abuse, the physical abuse, the emotional abuse, the mental abuse, the verbal abuse. I've overcome a lot, and I'm very grateful to be alive today. I just want to feel better. And so I asked ChatGPT, I'm how long is it going to take for me to get back to normal, I am. And I feel like I'm only in stage 2. So some of the physical stress response is exactly what I was saying. Exhaustion, difficulty waking up, or feeling perpetually tired. I feel like no matter how much sleep I get, it's never enough. I can literally sleep all day and it not be enough. The tension and the pain is mostly in my neck, and I know that that's because I don't communicate when things are wrong. I have been so conditioned and programmed to just take it and take it and take it, but I don't vocalize when I am frustrated or fed up with the situation. And because of all of the trauma that I have experienced, I know I have PTSD, chronic PTSD. The cognitive impact that it has on your body is brain fog, which I feel like my memory has been mostly impacted because I can't remember anything most of the time. I'll schedule things for myself and forget that I've done it, and I know that that's not helping my business. I just don't know what to do anymore. I know it's a process, but it's like I just want to get through it. I want to feel better. I'm sorry, I'm on a rant. I hate feeling like this. I hate crying. It gives me a headache. But it's like if I don't communicate what I'm going through, I don't think that this tension in my neck is ever going to go away. So this is me trying to communicate what it is that I'm going through. The biggest thing that I can say is that if you have been in an abusive relationship, do not get into another relationship right after. That was probably the biggest mistake that I made, is not giving myself adequate time to heal. Because I think if I had, I wouldn't have ended up in the second abusive relationship. And then if I'd given myself enough time to heal from that relationship, then I wouldn't have made it into a third. Stay single and work through your trauma. Do not get into relationships thinking that they're going to somehow save you from the fucked up shit that's happened to you in your life, because it doesn't work that way.